Good morning, everybody. It's the Truth Serum. Applause going out to you folks, not to me. Where we at here? First and foremost, I appreciate the support you give the channel. Looks like the subscribers is slowly inching closer to 1,000K. Who would have thought? You guys thought it. So I hope today finds everybody in good spirits. We're getting another blizzard over here. What's going on here? Well, it's still March. March Madness coming up. So come on in, get a coffee, orange juice, water, and come hang out with the Truth Serum. I put a mob story in here because it's been we talked about the co-ed butcher. You saw that interview. We're going to look at another serial killer interview with Arthur Shawcross this week. So hang in there, my good people. Thinking back when I was running around, running errands here and there, a lot of times uneventful, just trying to make money and had an education and everything like that. And of course, there's a gambling ring and people don't pay. They're just degenerate gamblers. And half the time, these guys, they don't want to chase these guys around all over the place. And they don't want to get stiffed. And then again, they don't want to chase them. And it gets frustrating. Even if it's smaller numbers, they still take it as disrespect. And, you said you're supposed to meet me at this restaurant. Where the hell were you? It don't matter if it's 100 or 1,000. It's still the same thinking. So at first they didn't know my car, right? They didn't know my car. If a wise guy went to a guy's house to knock on the door, they'd peek out the window. They just wouldn't answer the door. And then they would call their house, and then if they would answer or see if their car was in the driveway. So they're playing all these cat and mouse games. So they would tell me for a couple of guys, Jojo, go over here, see if there's a car in the driveway, and then call. You had to use a payphone back then. Go to the payphone, call, and let me know. Okay. Whatever it is, the brand of the car or whatever, it's the car. I call Rick. Yeah, there's a red Oldsmobile or whatever. Yeah, it's in there. Well, go knock on the door and tell them I'll be there. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to knock on anybody's door. Go knock on the door and tell them I'll be there in 5 or 10 minutes. All right. So, guy doesn't know me from the man in the moon. So there's no way I'm going to do this. But now I'm walking up to the guy's door. All right. Boom, 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 boom. They're peeking out of the curtains. They're looking. What's this? Who's this? Blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. So the guy opens the door. What do you want? He says. I says, well, Rick told me to tell you to wait right here. He'll be coming, in 5 to 10 minutes. Get the hell out of my property. The guy's going nuts. I go to the car because I don't need this. I don't need this gibberish. And I can't wait to go back to tell the boss that Rick put me in this sideways stuff. Unless Rick wants to come with some money. So a week passes by. He tells me, Jojo, go do the same thing you did again. What? Yeah, the guy stiffed again, blah, blah, blah. He come up with a big story. He come up whatever. He's waiting for money from Aunt Tilly's will and all this stuff. And, boom, boom, boom. Sorry, but wait here because somebody's going to come and have a talk with you. Get the hell out of here. Get the heck. You ever come on my property again? So I says, well, you have to take that up with Sam, blah, 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 blah. And he looked at me. I said, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no problems. You owe. Tell them you can't pay. Don't promise. See, this is the thing. Big J Biz. This is the thing that gets these wise guys' horns and cayunes really ripe. If you can't pay, say you just can't pay. Give them a good date. Logical date where it might come to fruition, but just don't tell these psychopaths, I'll have it on Tuesday at 2:00 when you know you're not going to have it on Tuesday and 2:00. Why get these guys more aggravated and pissed off than they already are? So I'm in the OTB. I see the guy. I go to a payphone. I call up the club. Yeah, he's in here. He's betting $50 a race, this guy. Now, I don't want to be the guy, because these wise guys are going to do whatever they're going to do, not based on me, a nobody, what I got to say. They're not going to, they're already maxed out, pissed off. I can't even add any fuel to the fire because their minds, they think for themselves. But I did say, yeah, he's betting 50 a race. He's hooting and hollering over there. He keeps looking over at me, giving me the evil eye. And he's just a bad actor. That's all he is. He's just a bad actor. He says, if he leaves, call right back. Call right back. So he's there hooting and hollering. So I go out away because I'm wondering what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? They're going to come in there and what are they going to do? I said, how much does he owe? They wouldn't tell me what he owed. Of course. I mean, why tell me? So I see a guy that I didn't even see before. I thought it was this degenerate gambler's friend. And he walks in to the off track to the OTB, and this other guy was a pretty burly guy. The degenerate gambler was a pretty burly guy, and this other guy got right in his face. He said something I saw from afar, and the guy just went right in his pocket and just. I said, that solves that pretty quick. Good morning, Big J Biz and Michael Condinas. These degenerate gambler stories, I could have them on a Rolodex for, We're at 910 subscribers, my folks. We're getting there. We're putting it in. I got the Elvis going. I actually pulled it off today. I got the Elvis Presley. Jimmy Dean. I've been trying to master this look now. I've been trying to master this look for 7.5 years. The Elvis Jimmy Dean. 9/11. We're at 9/11. All with the good support of these good people that come in and help me out. So I go back to the club. I said, Sam, yeah, the guy threatened me, boom, boom. He said, no, it's all right. It's all right. He paid at everything. And he gave me some money. Sam did. So I had my hand out. Hey, what the guy that I thought the guy, I'm on his property. I come on his property twice. You don't know who the hell you're dealing with. Desperate people that owe money. They're depressed. They could be crazy. And I says, don't have your guys try to fool these guys that owe. Don't put me in the middle of all that. Good morning, Kimmy. He said, no, it was harmless, Jojo. It was harmless. Well, people snap. It wasn't harmless. It wasn't harmless. You know that those Colombos and Mike Francis and all of them, they were loaded to the gills. I mean, they were making so much money, tons and tons and tons of money. But if somebody owes, they gotta pay. They just don't overlook stuff. Obviously, they don't overlook things. And the captain boss, I don't know who said it, Rick or one of the captain associates. I don't know if Sam said it, but he was like, they're trying to give me some grasshopper kung fu wisdom, the frog that leaps on the lily pad. If the frog looks behind him and he goes to leap, you can't look behind because you'll miss the lily pad in front of you, grasshopper. So keep your focus like a frog keeps focus on the lily pad in front of them. And then when they leap, they're focused, they can land on the lily pad in front of them. And you can't land on the lily pad in front of you if you're looking at the lily pad behind you. I said, holy cow, Sam, you're turning into Socrates over here. Did you take jujitsu or kung fu as a child, or what's going on here? He says, sometimes it's like a pencil, Jojo. You have a pencil. You make a mistake, there's an eraser on a pencil because you can correct. So some of these people are like, we have to be like a pencil. If they make a mistake and it's no good, you erase them. It's just a correction. It's a correction. What is the pencil like a correctional officer? A correction officer? What is going on here? Correction. Well, how do you know when to erase? Maybe you just could leave it blank. Maybe if you make a mistake and you erase it and you put another answer in there, it might be the wrong answer again. I said, I don't understand this grasshopper Socrates philosophy. They used to laugh and joke around and everything. It was fun. But I had wisdom and psychology in my mind, I thought, to a degree, because I could spar if they want to throw some of that crazy wisdom and philosophy. I can go toe to toe. But it was fun stuff. Some of the other guys were unstable, and they would talk about psychological problems or some things, and then you go in there and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't have low self-esteem, Jojo. What are you trying to say?" Well, your behavior is correlating to the fact that you're overcompensating and you're behaving in such a way because your ego's been hurt, or you have low self-esteem. Boom! Shut up. Crazy psychology. So these degenerate gamblers, they'd be stiffing on their sports bets and everything, and then they're over at these gambling parlors, gambling their asses off. BMX. Oh yeah. I got you linked up to the new big screen. Got you on the 50-inch screen. I finally made the big screen. Today's the day I made the big screen. I'm in the big time. I'm with Big J Biz too, and Michael Candinas and Kimmy. So okay, you guys know me well enough by now. Okay, you guys know me well enough. I have you're running around with these guys, but for some reason, the psychology's fascinated me. Now, I'm well educated in all the theorists and all the behaviors and operant conditioning and the dog and Pavlov and all that. I'm into all of that, educated on that. But the psychology, which, I mean, just common sense logic and some basic form of psychology helped me dealing with a lot of these guys. Sometimes it don't matter because I still could have got blasted. David BMX, I made the big time mob tube. I'm the king of mob tube. I don't care what the numbers say because you know I'm a confident mofo. Those Mama Lukes over there, yeah. I'm the best. You're the best. Believe you're the best. Come hang out with the truth serum. Yeah. One time, see, I have a brain injury, as you people might have noticed already. And if I'm telling, see, some of these memories or things, well, they could be truth and they could be lies, and everything is allegedly. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Everything from A to Z on my channel could be the truth or it could be a lie. Everything is allegedly. If you know what I mean, folks. So if you're telling a story, I might be, then I could have a flashback of something that could have happened or not. It happens when you're dead for a half an hour, and when you're dead for a half an hour on the floor, like a dead squirrel in the middle of the road, your mind, it could play tricks on you. Hey, my captain's in here, Joe Ruffino, lasagna sausage. Oh, come on, Joe, don't do that. Don't do that with your lasagna, sausages, and meatballs. Don't do that, Joe. I got oval spice ham in the refrigerator with half a loaf of stale bread. So really, Joe? Did you ever eat at the Rosebud? Oh, at Roseland. I thought you were trolling by stocks. Forgive me, folks. This is just PG. This is PG. No, if I did, I might have forgot. I remember Roseland Park. Buy stocks. Thank you for coming in here. I hope your portfolio is thriving. The next quarter looks like an 11% increase. So donate. What comes to mind? Donate. Good people come in here. All you got to do is good enough for me is to view me. That's it. And if you hit the like button, that's a bonus Yahtzee. And if you subscribe, that's a bonus Yahtzee. That's the trifecta. That's the score. View, like, subscribe. Threefold. There's power in threefold. So I'm running around for these guys, trying to do the legwork for these degenerate gamblers, and because they won't answer the door at the house. They won't answer the door. And so they send me, oh yeah. I did buy stocks. My mind is whacked out. I thought it had a different name. It had a different name once upon a time. And so they send me to knock on these people's doors, buy stocks. So because they don't know my car or what and things, and they're stiffing they're stiffing the wise guys, and they don't want to pay what they owe. So they send little old me. And some of the guys, the gamblers, are just mild-mannered guys, just office workers or whatever. But I don't know why they sent me. Well, maybe the guy was a tough guy and he didn't want to pay. So, but then don't send me to that guy. Send me to the pencil neck accountant like Mike Francis. Send me to that kind of guy to say, hey, these guys are going to meet you or something. Don't send me to the guy that's a psycho and he was ready to fricking beat me up on his property. And then they send me back again, McDamn. God, McDamn, where have you been, man? God, McDamn. I don't mean to use the Lord's name in vain. Forgive me. You ain't been in here since about 300 subs ago. Buy stocks. I like this guy. I like you all. Buy stock says I had to pay a guy like that. He showed up at my job. Yeah, I paid a few hundred every Friday for 4 weeks. Yeah, well, that's honorable. Your top salesman over there, McDam? Good job. The 1980s. Yeah, it's, there's a misperception what you see from whatever movies and all kinds of stuff. Because even the old boss would say, don't tell them, don't hurt, don't kill, don't cause any trouble. A guy owes 3,600. Don't cause any trouble for the guy. And if you get beat for it, you get beat for it. Yeah, though the gangsters don't want to say, they don't want it to be in the public knowledge that, Jimmy never paid for 36. Well, then that's just it. Sometimes some people just didn't pay. You could smash their face in left and right, and they ain't gonna pay. And then what happens after that? Their wife calls, and then there's freaking police all over the place for some money. These guys got tens of thousands of dollars. Why risk their gambling ring over 0.0001% of the profit? You see what I'm saying? They don't like the fact, though, the gangster mentality, the fact that there's a guy over there, flagrant foul, that just refuses to pay. See, they don't like the fact that goes on. That, like, he's got big cayunes that he's just not going to pay. Buy stock says funny. The guy was like, why you bet 800 you don't have? He was nice. And I knew not to push it. I lost all pay. Well, I started a while after that. There were guys. That's cool, buy stocks. There were guys, just whatever, however you want to label, that didn't care about anything. A lot of them were barred by certain they would bookie shop, and they would just take free shots at bookmakers. They would just take free shots. What would happen is, if they would win or lose, they bet 250, they lost. Then the next week they bet 500, they lost, and they paid. Then they blew 1,000, they lost, and they paid. Now in their mind, they're thinking, I could take a shot at this book. They're thinking, I'm not going to pay, win or lose. Because in their mind, they're thinking, I'm just going to quit gambling anyways. See, they fight about this. I'm just going to quit gambling and rock and roll. I can't continue to lose money. So they're fighting all this psychology. So then some of them come to the point where they're just like, I'm going to bet 5,000. I don't care. If I win or lose, I'm not paying. If I lose, I'm not paying. And they do. But these captains and bosses and everybody, they've seen this stuff a million times already. And then they know a bad actor from a guy that's just trying to be cute and just, try to take a free shot. And that was the guy that I was knocking on the door for. And, he was cute trying to, Wyatt Earp. Hello. God bless the farmers. So they would try to take, but these guys knew from the past. And they knew other bookmakers too. What about this guy? What about that guy? No, I barred him last month. Well, now he's over here betting. Well, be careful with this guy. You call another guy. These big bookmaking outfits, Farmer 81. We got IH Farmer 81. Hey, I respect the farmers. Wyatt Earp. I respect the farmers. Try to respect everybody, The farmers don't get enough credit. There's the Cash App button. So I used to see that, and the guy that I was knocking on the door for, he was one of them guys that owed another bookmaking outfit money. They compared notes after a while, and they were like, "This guy's no good." Allegedly, allegedly, I'm not sure. Maybe it was just gossip, but his house burnt down. I don't know if it was electrical or foul play or insurance because I just don't know. I think he got in deep and he might have just torched his own place somehow. The mafia was big. It's not really noted in what you guys see, whatever, but insurance fraud was big in the mafia. Insurance fraud was real big. And you know, they have like the fire inspector to come in after a fire. And what they'll say is, well, there was a faulty wire or something like that, or whatnot. And so you could you could manipulate the wire or whatever and make it look like bad electrical because that's all they're gonna see. They can't say, "Oh, somebody frayed that wire or whatever," and, you know, it's some things are just in the air. Yeah. In Rochester, they were blowing up places. These guys knew how to make bombs. Big Gene D, God rest his soul, was nice to me and my family, and, he was a hardcore dude. His wife wrote a book called Married to the Mob, and I knew him. He used to come to the racetrack. I used to try to pick winners for him, and they were blowing places up. And then the owner of the property got the insurance money for it, and then they could pay the guy they owed. Well, hey, thank you, Jimmy, for blowing my place up. Well, tell Jack I can pay him now because I just got $125,000 for that property that was a dump, anyways. And all the equipment in there was garbage, but they just appraised it all higher. The fire marshals. Where are we going with this, folks? Where are we going with this? The degenerate gamblers. Hmm. I don't have a lot of money. I'm on limited income, and I try to be careful and things. And I'm a good horse race handicapper, but then I go play the filthy slot, the worst sucker bet you can do on planet Earth. Then I go blow a little couple of dollars. I can't even afford to lose 20 or 40 on a filthy slot machine. I should be trying to pick some horses where I got some input on that outcome. Slots, you don't have input on the outcome. It's just a programmed machine programmed to take your socks and underwear. What have I done? But I'm an older guy now. I like to have a coffee and smoke and sit and play and maybe socialize. Can't afford it. Where's my book? Come on, folks. Aren't there? Somebody told me there's a lot of people out there that read books. I didn't realize there were a lot of people out there that read books. Not that I just think everybody's illiterate or whatever. They don't care. But I wrote a good book. The link is in the description. Here's another good book. Jesus, Colin. Psychology, folks. Yeah, these guys, a lot of times you could find these guys that old. You find them at off-track betting or at the racetrack. And I don't know. I was running a little thing for a while, and there were just some people that would call, and I'd be like, "Nah, Call somebody else. Oh, what do you mean, Jojo? What do you mean? Nah. You beat everybody under the sun but the mailman. You're not going to get into me for nothing. No. No. Small stuff. I like the psychological aspect of stuff. Maybe I'm just crazy. We're going to do, I did Ted Kemper, the co-ed butcher, yesterday. And I just like that interview when you could see how the wheels spin in the mind of a psychopath when he was doing that interview. And he was talking about his neighbor, another serial killer, and what their dynamic was. When in life will you ever get to hear two serial killers, their dialogue, a dialogue between two serial killers? Never happened since mankind. But in that video, Ted Kemper is talking about that whatever Mullen, whatever. It's in my last video about their dynamic. It was a funny little story, but the psychology of it. So Arthur Shawcross used to come to the racetrack when I was little, and he used to stand around where my family used to stand, and he was always by himself. And he did an interview, and we're going to do that. You know, folks, I'm sorry when I have to hold the phone up like that. Then you get the shaky hand, and it's like, what's the truth serum doing? He has no technology. You know, I get the shaky hand, and it's going over here, it's going over there, and you guys are like, this truth serum needs help. Yeah, there's the Cash App and the link to the book, you communists. Get your shit together, Truth Serum. 2 years from now, I'll be up there. You remember when I used to beg? Remember when I used to beg? Now I'm drinking champagne and I'm eating filet mignon. Remember? Remember, folks? Remember? I know I'll get 100,000 subscribers. I don't have 1,000 yet. God willing. God willing. What else? Anybody got? Come on, somebody. McDam, where have you been? You've been working a lot? Top salesman? You still here, McDam? McDam, I'm good looking. All right, McDam. Please forgive me, folks. Oh, wow. What that's a little too much information, McDam. I've been shaving for you guys lately. Have you noticed? So, yeah, you guys are working. I hope you go up to regional manager, district manager, McDam. I'm going to think it into reality for you. Oh, Mr. Dominic's in Charlotte. Still here. All right. Yeah, most of my life, I ventured around here or there. IH Farmer 81. I like the mother nature of of New York State. I like the nature of Central New York and the Adirondack Mountain. I like the mother nature aspect, but I do not like the political aspect of New York. But we're not going to get into politics here because I want to have a happy day. New York State politics will just make you freaking pissed off all day. So, and when they try to freaking we're not gonna go there. I almost took the bait. I almost took my own bait. No, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there with that. Because you know what? And I say it in my videos. The world is a vampire. It wants the blood. It's gonna get you off your game. If you're thinking of something bad and negative, it means that you're not thinking something good and positive. So if I'm If I'm doing something bad or I'm thinking bad, it means 60 years. The West Side, Niagara Street, buy stocks, Virginia Ave. I was with a guy. He got shot. Puerto Rican guy. They were in the gangs. I didn't know about I didn't think about gangs. We were dating me and another guy were dating sisters, and I was down there for a while selling pot and going to school at the same time, business school, marketing management. Marketing management. Any human activity directed at satisfying the needs and wants of consumers in the exchange process. I learned that definition the first day, 40 years ago. And I took it to heart because I sold a ton of, I sold a ton. Now it's legal. Up near Kleinhans Music Hall, Studio North, Symphony North. I read they had a scumbag that killed a cop at the casino. They let them out of jail. Once transported. I did the video about the poor officer, God rest his soul, that got killed at Batavia Downs. And once transported, one got $100,000 bail and the other one got $10,000 bail. But they got removed to, I believe, Monroe County. The man went to Monroe County, and the other one went to, the girl, I believe, went to Orleans County. Philly Bob is in the house. Joe, did you ever go to the OTB on Grant Street, buy stocks? You talk about a circus madhouse over there. Do you remember Big Black Mike that used to blow up the water bottle? The muscle man Black Mike used to blow up the water bottle. There was a restaurant right near there, right by stocks. There was a restaurant like the next door. I mean, it's been 40 years. I mean, right? Yeah, buy stocks. My mind is leaving me. Let me get a good look at you. That's buy stocks there. All right. We must be around the same age. I think you already told me. The tiny one. Yeah. There was one right close proximity, I believe. The hustlers running around in there. There was another one downtown near the Niagara Mohawk office or something. Years ago, many moons ago, once upon a time in a faraway land, there was an OTB on Grant Street and an OTB downtown on Mohawk Avenue. Sometimes these wise guys would go floating around over there looking for these guys that owed. But there was one in the Rainbow Mall up in Niagara Falls. There was a Rainbow Mall. Yeah. They used to have a guy. You could pay 100. There were good guys that you could lend them 200 and they'll pay you 300 when they said they would. Cozy me, you got a mind like a steel trap. Cozy Nook, wow. You got a mind like a steel trap. There were guys that were so desperate to get down and gamble and say, lend me 200, I'll pay you 400 in 9 days. And they'd pay. They would pay. They would pay. There were a lot of corporate executives. They would play in the big card games. I told you my past videos about I'd just be a runaround guy at some of the card games. There were some corporate guys that would play with the wise guys. No big deal. Money's money. The wise guy's sitting there with 30,000 ready to blow, you know. Andrew Torrey came in the OTBs. Yeah. Jim Torrey, I believe, was the father. Andrew was the son, buy stocks. Yeah, these guys would play high limit with a guy armed, armed, not with a pistol, with a machine gun in the outskirts, private. And there were corporate executives that would sit and play. Big money. Big money. There could be, and because there were people that tried to rob card games. There were people that robbed card games. That was no doubt, you know, that's a score, but some people some people tried. I heard allegedly after the fact, some people tried or whatever. And there was, let's say there was like two guys, and they're in the and they're wearing those winter masks, and he talked to the other guy, and they know the voice. How could you be so stupid? The world's dumbest criminals. Yeah. One guy got in the car at OTB. They found him in Gasport, shot in the head. Because those are the bad actors that just take free shots. And see, here's the thing. Also, you got to take into consideration. They might have paid the guy. The guy might have won 3 weeks in a row. Maybe he won $12,000 3 weeks in a row. Now he loses $2,000 and he can't pay. Terrible, terrible. Yeah, they take free shots, but it ain't free when you're found somewhere with your freaking face blotted out. It ain't a free shot. They think it's a free shot because the psychology of the gambler, that's so the mind gets diluted and polluted, and desperation and depression come in, and then they don't think logical. Like, you're not going to outfox these wise guys. They've seen a million of those kinds of people. They've seen that behavior a million times. Rewind and play, rewind and play. They've seen it a million times. We're having a good show here. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I don't know, buy stocks. We should just talk on the phone for a half an hour. That's all. It just looks like me and you are carrying this burden on our shoulders here. I still got my people in here. I still got my people. I appreciate you coming in here, being cool. Being cool. I'm not a wise guy, tough guy, and all that. McDam, put that shaving razor down and go ahead and make district manager, all right? And I want an envelope after that happens, because I'm putting it on the matrix and I'm going to make it happen. I want an envelope. Forget about Cash App. I want an envelope after that. Or I'm sending Tony No-Nos after you. No. There ain't no Tony No-Nos. There might have been, but no. Salute to my friends here. I talk smack. I talk smack here. McDam was around support me a while back, a long while back. Some of these people show up again. You know, David BMX been here for a long time telling me, keep going, Joe, keep going. You can do it. You can do it. That was like 900 subscribers. That was 800 subscribers, blah, 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 subscribers ago. That's why I try to tell some interesting content to get you folks in here, degenerate gambler stories. But then, you know, I want people to rise up. I want people to rise up, because even if you view my channel, there's 8 million channels out there. I feel honored to have somebody at least listen to me for however long. I feel honored. That's good for a person to do that when they don't have to. I don't have editing. I don't have introduction. I don't have all these traditional resources like all these other channels. But guess what? I don't need it. You guys might not have all the resources, but you could still believe. I got 900 subscribers. I believe that I'm the best talk show host in the world. Forget about YouTube. I believe we are from royal DNA, from the universe, and that was our goal when we were born. That was what we were made from when we were born. What happens after you're born? Conditioning, conformity come into play, and then and different mental behaviors, and then we stray from that royal DNA. That's where I come in to pick up the slack, to tell you, no, we can catch up. And I'm going to catch up, and I'm going to get 100,000 subscribers. I believe it, just like I say, I'm going to go to the refrigerator and get a bottle of water. Literally, not, well, that's just a fancy saying, and well, that's really he might be confident or he might be delusional. Whatever you're thinking, I still believe like it already happened. That I believe like it already happened. I'm just waiting. I tell you guys, put the bar high. Why not set the bar high? And then the reality will catch up to it. That's why I was given a fifth chance at life. I don't want to talk about blood and guts all the time. I'm a lot smarter than that. I'm a lot more educated in many fields of knowledge. I'm just not some Guido wise guy. Yeah, he's chopped them up. No, just turn it into a talk show and we could talk about a lot of different things. Because you guys will be saying, I remember when that Truth Serum had 106 subscribers. I visual it like I already hear these conversations. 9,000, 90,000 subs later. I already hear the conversations. Am I a psychopath? Am I delusional? No. That's the reality I'm creating. Where am I going with this stuff? We went from OTB to reality manipulation. You guys can do it. I have nothing right now, but I believe I got it all. Physically, financially, I don't have anything. But I already believe that I have it all. And the reality and the world will catch up to me. Because I am from royal DNA. How can you miss if you're from royal DNA? There's spiritual scriptures that say that. The Roman Catholic Church will stray from that because they just want to tell you you're a no good sinner, but pay us some money and we'll give you absolution after every Sunday. Nah, sorry, Roman Catholic Pope. Sorry. No. The real spiritual precepts in the Bible and everything were omitted at the Council of Constantine in 300 AD. Why? So they could keep the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire could keep control over the world population. The Roman Empire went around the world just smash mouthing everybody into going to church and giving up their land and children and everything else. How do we get there? How do we get on that tangent? Well, spiritually, that's why. Spiritually. So I truly believe it. I'm 60. I still might have some years left to try to have the reality catch up. And if not, I had a lot of fun with you guys. That's all. I can't lose. So we went from degenerate gamblers to you come to the Truth Serum, you get in the car, you take a ride with me. You never know which way the car is going to go. But I might inspire people to think outside of their programmed conditioning, robotic, sheeple to the slaughter mentality. That's all. My filter, after I died and come back, my filter went. I got to be very careful because I lost a filter. I got to be careful when I came out of the hospital a long time later. But I could still get to where I'm going and try to set some goals and achieve them and be the best. Look at the Mama Lukes on network TV. Look at those talk show hosts on network TV. Those bums. It ain't much to say that I'm a better talk show. That's not even an accomplishment. Forget about numbers. I'm better than the Mama Lukes on network TV. That's easy for me. If you don't believe it, all I need to do is believe it. That's all. That's what I'm trying to say in our thinking. But I literally know it ain't just wishful thinking and confidence from the truth serum. I know I got better chops. I don't do this. No script, no editing, no lighting, no introduction. We'll leave it at that, folks. I don't want to go too far on that tangent. So we're going to leave it there. Buy stocks. Thank you for helping me out. Philly Bob, McDam, thank you for coming back. David BMX, been in there. H.A. Farmer, here's to the farmers of the country. Kimmy, good to see you again. Yeah, Joe Ruffino, my captain. Wyatt Earp, good farmer. Boom, bang, boom. Cash apps right there. Whoops. Oh, no. I hit something. Oh, geez. Good, we're back. Well, that's about it there. Kimmy, Big J Biz, Michael Candinas always comes in quick. Thank you, Michael K. Thank you, man. He's always here, man. Hit the notification bell, it must be. I never talk about the notification bell. Hit the notification bell. When the Truth Serum comes on, you got a couple minutes. Listen to me chirp for a while. Your ears might end up red when I'm done, but have a little fun. All right, Big J Biz, David BMX, Kimmy, thank you. Joe, Buy Stocks from Buy Stocks. You know what my portfolio looks like? Hey, Joe Garcia. Oh, thank you, Joe Garcia. All you good people that come in here. And we're going to get there. I'm going to get there. You guys are going to get there in every aspect of your life. Whatever it is, relationship or anything that we're entertaining or we're involved in, be the best at it. Be the best. You can't focus on the clouds. Focus on the sun. It's easy. But the world wants to smash you. The world, the demons got dominion to smash you down. The dominions. God said, go ahead, Lucifer, see who you can get. Well, don't let them get you. Believe that you are from the royal DNA and be the kings and queens of the world. The world is a vampire. It wants your blood. No, look it. Can't get my blood now. All right? You need to wear that spiritual armor. You need to start changing your thinking apparatus. I like that word, apparatus. And things will come into play. Everybody wants to sit and focus on, oh yeah, then the dog ate my homework, and then yeah, the boss said this, and then you can't stay stuck on that merry-go-round of negativity. Positive breeds positive, negative breeds negative. Just like I talk about the matrix and the vibe that comes from your heart out into the universe, that current highway, what do you attach to it? If I get some donations, I'll explain it to you guys. That can make you guys, well, how come you're not doing it, Joe? I am doing it right now. It's in play because I'm going to have 100,000 subscribers. I'm doing it every day I do a video. Thank you, good people. We're getting a blizzard over here. Well, it is March. Hang in there. It's March. So in your relationships, I'm giving you guys spiritual sacred knowledge because you give me support. You viewed me. You hit the like button. You subscribe. Heart to heart. Because we're all rising up. We're rising up. I guess I hate saying goodbye to you guys. I'm a little wishy-washy, I think. I hate to say goodbye. But God willing and the universe willing, we're going to talk about that maniac serial killer, Arthur Shawcross, that used to stand 5 feet away from me at the racetrack. He's scary to look at, this guy. You knew something was, I was a kid. I knew he was skewed. So thank you, everybody. Hit the notification bell. I never speak on that because I do videos all different times, which I need to tweak also. But whatever I'm doing in this little thing, oh, you know what? Here's my technology, but guess what? It's good enough and it works. I got to give you folks an applaud. All right, folks. Joe, check it out. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Garcia. And that's that. I feel good. Thank you for helping me out, guys. You helped me make it through my day. You guys are therapy for me. You guys, have you figured it out? You guys are therapy for me. So, thank you. IH Farmer 81. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I'll check you soon. Universe bless you. And I'll catch you tomorrow or the next day. Thank you.